Wait, run that by me again? Pinkie Pie volunteered to help you with your transformation spells. Then what happened?
I think it'll be better if I just show you.
Okay, so why are we in the kitchen? And where's Pinkie Pie?
Oh, I'm over here! Check it out, Starlight! Trixie turned me into a pickle! I'm Pickle Pinkie! Pickle Pinkie!
Hello everybody, welcome once again to The Brony Show, episode 488. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main. And of course I'd like to wish all of you out there in the United States a happy Memorial Day. And for everybody else out there in the world, I wish you a happy Monday evening. Or Tuesday morning, or whatever time zone you have. And, of course, I am not here by myself. No.
I think today's a bank holiday for the rest of the world.
It could be. I'm not gonna say with 100% positivity because I honestly don't know. But yeah, for us in the U.S., it is a federal holiday. It's a federal holiday, which means that half the stuff is closed. Mainly the stuff that you actually need in order to conduct most major business dealings. Or the government. Which is not normal. Which is not unsurprising. But in any case, it was a day off for me and many other people. But, so, in regards to that, though, we don't have our full group of panelists and such as we normally do. But that also means that today is going to be a bit of a relaxer episode. We're going to be firing up TKO courtesy of Coal Dust. And we're going to be making this year's con t-shirt, which we'll put up to a vote on who we think is the funniest. We'll make great, amazing speculations on how we're going to put it up onto websites and storefronts, and we're going to have millions sold, and everybody's going to want to wear it because it's funny and it's amazing and it's one kind. We're going to have memes talking about it all through the server, and then it's going to end up collecting dust on the back end because we just run out of time, money, or attention span. Usually all. But we're going to do it anyway.
I still have that beer shirt.
In all honesty, I still do, actually. I love the beer shirt, but in all honesty, though, I actually love the hell out of it because we get so many great memes, and maybe we'll come back to some of them that we should have already done, like the eggnog one that we had for Christmas. Oh, that was a fun one.
I love the fact that I just constantly put different variations of eggnog time.
In any case, we will be getting to that. We'll get to that in a moment here, but let's go ahead and introduce our panelists that we do have for today. We do have Coal Dust, who may or may not be here at the moment. All right. Then we have DM21. Oh, welcome, Coal Dust. Okay, he's here. He's probably doing his stuff, though, so we're not going to rely too much on him just yet. And we also got DM21.
Hi.
Textalion. Stoikoi.
The loudmouth.
And Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I'm here.
And of course, before we get to all the shenanigans and fun stuff, we should warm up our vocal cords, give a little bit of our goings-ons and so on and so forth, in the segment where we give you the wub. So we must ask you for your wub, and once again ask, what's up, bronies?
Nothing much going on here. It's just standard Monday affair for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go off with one of my own here. Now, some of you may be able to hear that. That is a tinkering of a glass. Now, on the pre-show, for fun and giggles, I decided to crack open a self-made apple cider that I made out with simple apple juice and fermentation yeast that I let sit for about a month and some change, and then refrigerated for about a week, just to ensure that all the yeast had a chance to go to the bottom and that it was filtered properly. And it was dry, super dry, when I was trying it on the pre-show. So right before we started off the main show, I grabbed another glass of it. This time I back sweetened it with a nice little shot of strawberry syrup. This is also a self-made strawberry syrup that I'm starting to learn how to make for drink mixing purposes. So there's a lot of drinking going on in my life lately. Go figure. So
Do I just need to play Ailstorm every time you walk into a room?
no, just make sure I actually put something worthwhile in my gullet instead of like pub beer or Miller Lite. Anyway, let's go ahead and try a back sweetened apple cider with strawberry syrup. Why am I suddenly getting weird flashes in my brain here?
You're either psychically connected to your future self or your past self is trying to warn you.
Oh my god.
That a good or a horrible thing?
I'm gonna have to put this down and keep it away from me a little bit. This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Oh no!
It's very strawberry, very sweet. I don't taste the alcohol at all. This is like I'm drinking This is like I'm drinking some sort of apple strawberry juice. I could down a whole.
Please.
It's dangerous. This stuff is dangerous.
Well, second, you have made an apple strawberry twist.
Granted, I don't think the apple cider I have has a very strong ABV, so I don't think it's going to like send me over. But yeah, it would not be good. Anyway, along with that, there's a little bit of other What's Up Bronies. As I mentioned I was going to do last week, and I did do. I got the new Maritime Bay Adventure video game, and I did a Let's Play of it, and I platinumed it in 2 hours. I'm not entirely surprised, though I mostly had a hedge about maybe 3.5, 4 hours. I didn't expect it to last long because it's a game that was mostly designed for kids. So, yeah, a lot of people are kind of off-put about the fact that it's really short. I'm not entirely off-put, though I do wish it may have been like an hour longer, maybe. I don't know how they would have made it an hour longer, other than maybe more mini-games or fetch quests, but...
I would say having the lighthouse be more explorable.
Yep. And along with that, though, they have already started to run speedruns of it. And in the time that I played to literally maybe an hour before the show, and I heard a notification on this, so I don't think it's on the speedrun board yet on speedrun.com. They managed already a few different skipping tricks, and it's down to about 14 minutes to beat the game in an 80% category. It's gotten stupid fast. Already. It did not even take a week for them to literally chop the game in 1/10 of the time. It went from 2 hours to 14 minutes.
Speedrunners are crazy.
They are. And I did say that I'm planning on learning to speedrun this game, and I 100% am. The thing is now, with all the tricks and everything coming out, I'm going to kind of hold off a bit, wait a little bit, give it some time to let it breathe. So until we know what we have now for tricks, what actually is out there. And then I'll start learning the route and doing my best to try to get a good run going. I don't think I'm going to be able to get in the top 3, but I am going to try to get up pretty high up there on the board.
The most amazing thing is that supposed leak demo thing was kind of on the mark for at least the setting, not the actual look, but
not really. They worked off of a screenshot they already had, so that's not too surprising there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, explains the weird portal thing that we couldn't figure out what that was all about, because it's in the game, but it's not something you can interact with because, yeah.
You need to dress up.
Well, it's a dress up thing, but it's for the game and not for the other game. Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that, Kasukai, but yeah, I definitely recommend getting a console version of it just to make it $10 cheaper until a Steam sale or something to pick it up then, because it's $30 is a bit on the high mark, and I would say $20 is a comfortable amount. However, I'm sure Suki would agree with me on this. Those of us that grew up in the old console generations where basically licensed games that were, basically they were made with just for the fans of whatever it is, or just to make a quick buck, they don't usually last that more than a few hours anyway.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing, Circuit. Remember, back in the days of NES and SNES, I mean, you couldn't for the most part, you couldn't make games that were all that long back then either.
True. I mean, even RPGs. I mean, speaking of RPGs, I'm
back then.
Yeah, right now I'm currently playing a JRPG. I'm over the 80-hour mark, and I finally got to the final dungeon. I just played a little bit of it before I started getting things ready for today, because it's a holiday for me. I got into cutscene flood. It was 2.5 hours of cutscenes. I mean, it was an expositional onslaught, and it's really got me gripped. But man, what a throw! Anyway. But yeah, I get the pros and cons on it. My advice is to try to wait for it to go on sale, or if you can get it cheaply, go for it cheaply. $40 it's not worth $40. So the art, the models and 3D artwork and everything, amazing. The story is serviceable. It's just short. That's the problem. That's the only thing. It's really just short. And the voice acting needs a little work, but I think that was when they were first starting their roles. So, as I think you mentioned, Suki, that the voice acting needed a little work, and we're thinking,
if it kind of feels like it feels like the first time that they're voicing the characters, because I mean you see this happen. I mean, honestly, you kind of see it happen in a lot of shows where a voice like doesn't seem right at first, but as it goes on, and they get more comfortable in it. Kind of sometimes with just like kind of like with playing to the character type too.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of had that in G4 with how Ashley Ball going from Rainbow Dash to Applejack. It kind of sounded similar yet not distinct.
Not really. No, I mean, they were a little more experienced, so they didn't quite have the learning curve that the new voice actors have. That the G5 voice actors didn't really have a lot in their IMDb page, so they are coming off a lot more fresh and I'll just say fresh. Fresh is the best word I can come up with. That isn't going to feel like I'm saying something wrong.
Well, my iPad just is dead on arrival. I nearly tripped because someone didn't pick up after themselves, and now my left hand is hurting.
Ouch.
Because I had to catch myself from falling down.
I'm glad you're not hurt, at least, except for the hand. No. Anyway, that's about it for the What's Up Brony for me. Does anybody else have any other wubs to give? Alright, I'd say that is it for the wub, and let's go ahead and go for the news. And of course, with the news, we got plenty to talk about, again. but we'll do what we can to get through it as quickly as possible, so we have more time to design funky, fun T-shirts. Starting off with the convention scene, because we got another big convention literally creeping around the horizon because it's just in a couple of days. Windy City PonyCon is this weekend. Just a few short days. And I'm sure those that are going to be going to Windy City are more than excited and ready to go and raring to go. Yeah, I honestly wish I could go, but I did hear. In fact, it's the reason Crazy Matt Captain wasn't able to show up for the show today. Now that it comes to mind, he is going to be helping out Winchester. So him and Winchester are going to be at Windy City PonyCon to doing some background work. So, and if you anybody else going to Windy City, give him a little high five, a little thumbs up, or maybe a brew. Get him a s'mores brew. That might be nice. You might like a s'mores brew.
Well, the reason behind it is because due to CMC actually taking over a job at his church to be the audio guy, he and Winchester bonded over it too. He now knows how to run a board, so extra audio people is always a good thing in times.
Oh yeah, but you got to give him. Also, just supporting him a little bit also helps too. Even just giving him a little love.
He is an awesome dude, supports CMC, and Winchester is awesome as well.
Yep. And along with that, the next con after that will be TruckCon, which I am excitedly and eagerly waiting for. That'll be in a month and a half, 44 days from now. Of course, notwithstanding, we probably won't have a show that Monday because I may not be home until late that Monday. Anyway.
So, Circuit, any of this supposed to be shown to the Discord or no?
No,
not at the moment.
Okay.
No, but thanks for the heads up. I might as well make sure I get the screen up and going so we're ready for the other news.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, those are the next cons that are coming up before we really hit into the cons. Well, we are in con season proper, but I mean really get into the thick of it. But for now.
I know I have a local convention coming up at the end of June, so that'll be a fun recap.
All right.
That's also the reason why I did Mario stuff.
All right.
Now.
Right. So, really, just to start off the bat here, a reminder that Make Your Mark has been released on Netflix as of this Thursday. We already did a showing of it on the Brony Show Discord, and as per our normal spoiler rules, we will not be talking about it, nor spoiling it for anybody for the next 2 weeks to give people a chance to try and watch it. In 2 weeks' time, though, we are going to do our full thoughts and review of it, so then no holds barred at that point. You're on your own after that. It is a 45-minute special, and it does set up the My Little Pony Generation 5 season, so it is worth a watch. Other than that, though, we're not going to say anything else. But yeah, definitely, I would recommend checking it out.
And if anyone new here is wondering why we didn't do that with the YouTube series, it's on YouTube.
No, well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Well, we're kind of doing it with the YouTube series because we're already behind 3-4 episodes, so it's not intentional. But getting on track here, like we ever have one. Well, Cutie Mark Maker, a Cutie Mark Maker game has popped up on the My Little Pony website. We have a name. Now let's make a cutie mark for our chat room, huh? Let's see. Fun and games, or do we go to the parent? Okay, we're going to have to go to the kid side, aren't we? Yeah, here we go.
Yep, there it is.
Cutie Mark Maker, here we go.
Mm-hmm. And just to double check on our persona for chat.
And I'm going to turn on the sound because that probably caused a few ear bleeds. Sorry.
Yep. Crystal Skydance is our chat's name, so let's see what we can make. Ooh.
Alright, so... Wow. Ow. Okay, let's see. Oh, are these backdrops? Oh no, I see.
Oh, that's actually clever.
Okay, let's see. So, all right. So we
That's
get.
a Twilight Star.
Nah, you're just seeing things. Let's see. Oh, is it?
So,
Is it one per customer? Oh no, it's not. I don't know why. Let's try that again then. So yeah, it looks like it's pretty. It's pretty on par with a really basic Photoshoppy. This probably would work better if I didn't use Chrome because my Chrome really hates these things sometimes. Oh, I get it now. Or do I? Let's see. I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah,
You know,
each character has 6 different symbols, 6 different colors, probably based on their
what
main
about
and
that
body.
last one? Oh,
That's the we'll call it the dragon. I don't know why we'll call it the dragon, but we'll call it the dragon.
mm-hmm.
Or the gems. It's based off the gems. It's based off the gems. I mean, they got 3 of the gems here after all. See, there we go. There's a big ball. Okay, and apparently there's no such thing as layers here, so if you want to make sure that something is behind something, you gotta put it there first. But yeah, if you're really desperate to find a way to make a cutie mark without using any kind of paint programs, and you just have about 10 minutes to mess around with a little browser game here, you can make a cutie mark this way. And now that we got the Gray Star Ball... Ah, look. Stock figures are celebrating with us. You made a ball!
We are not using that.
And of course, wallpapers, hairbands, badges, coloring sheets, posters, etc., so on and so forth. Alright, so, yep, a fun little thing that you can do there. Make your own kitty mark, especially if you have no... You for some weird reason, you really want to make a kitty mark with the official Hasbro tools. So...
Oh, also, it's good for brainstorming an idea to then make an original idea.
Yeah, that's a thought, too. Well, next thing, Friday Night Funkin' has been getting quite a number of pony mods, and it looks like one has finally come out in full release. This is one I believe we may have shown off a little bit here, but it's a full-on story mod. Wow, really animated too. Wow, look at her go. That's actually scary. A lot of swearing too. Okay, this is perfect. We got the perfect mod, everybody. Let's see. Anyway, but yeah, so if you really want to check it out, their link is in the article here. It looks like it has 3 different songs.
Stuff. Love it.
Foreground, background, and yeah, it looks like a lot of fun stuff. Really well put together. Oh, look, you even have to deal with Discord.
Chaos. I have to say, even if Friday Night Funkin' never gets finished, all the mods will make it one of the best games ever made.
There's no way they can't get it finished. I mean, they had a Kickstarter that made way too much money. If they didn't get it finished, so many people would be burning.
But you get my meaning, though.
There are background ponies, there are foreground ponies, there are upside down ponies. Oh, look, there's a vinyl pony.
Appropriate.
But yeah, I do recommend checking it out. It looks like it's a full-on, it's a full-fledged chapter that you can play with, and it doesn't look like it's built on the basis of just mind-melting difficulty, but it definitely challenges you. And you guys know what I'm talking about when I say mind-melting difficulty.
Are you talking about Dragon Force or Buckethead's Jericho?
I'm talking about some of the mods that are out there for Friday Night Funkin' that are completely insane.
I understand that. I was going with Guitar Hero references.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. Because we're talking about Friday Night Funkin'. Anyway, moving on. So, another interview series has been released by Equestria Daily from the horse's mouth, this time with Somber Pony. The big reason I wanted to bring this up is Somber Pony is the author of one of the biggest Fallout Equestria stories, Project Horizons. So if you wanted to hear from, quote-unquote, the horse's mouth about Project Horizons, as well as other things in regards to fanfic writing, I'd say this is a great and wonderful opportunity to learn from the horse's mouth. Alright, moving on. So, who here watches Watch Mojo? Me neither. But I still like to take a look at what they do here and there. And apparently, Watch Mojo has put My Little Pony at number 2 for top 10 best reboots of beloved children's shows. What are the rest? I do not know. I do not want YouTube having Watch Mojo on my watch history. That stuff is like a freaking infection, and you will not be able to scrub it from your history for the longest time.
I used to watch them a lot, but then again, that was back before clickbait.
I think like 90% of them is clickbait now. Are the top 10 not cool top 10 lists anymore? I'm sorry, that's a terrible top 10. Funny though.
Yeah.
Anywho,
that's still more relevant than the React channel.
I'm not gonna respond too much on that, but so yeah, still it's nice to get a number 2 spot for top 10 best reboots of beloved children's shows. It is well deserved. G4 definitely put ponies on the map in ways that we will never be able to do anything with. So it's pretty much gonna haunt us forever now.
It's hard to recreate the magic.
Here's a little fun bit. Alternate art styles were explored for Tell Your Tale, and they were actually released. These predetermined art styles before the one that we initially finally got for Tell Your Tale. And I gotta admit, I could see some of the benefits to if they would have gone the route, and maybe benefits if they didn't go the route. Not to say that the designs of Tell Your Tale haven't grown on me, they really have. But it is kind of interesting to see what they did come up with before as well. Especially since, you know, we lose the Crimson Chin hitch there. Mm-hmm. And we still got Small Pegasus, though. And yeah, everybody still has Bean Mouth, so you're not losing that.
I definitely think the top one is better, but I can understand animation.
I don't know. I mean, Ziploc is like she's almost as small as Pip.
True. So, but then again, we humans are fickle about what could have been.
Well, we always like to speculate on what could have been because we'll never know. So it's literally Joker's Wild. Sure. But it is fun still looking at the different images and ideas that they had for it. Just a little fun things, little fun ideas. Also, if you want to try drawing ponies in different styles, it gives you a kind of a template to go off of. But yeah, a lot of fun here. Is he though? Why is she? She looks so much like Steven Universe in some of these. It's really weird. Yeah. Was it Izzy? No, I meant Pip.
Well, Izzy did have the Pip Sorry, Izzy did have the Steven Universe look in some stuff.
Oh, they all do.
And I can hear people going, kill it. Screw off.
Nah, everybody's like that. I'm not gonna get... Whatever. I'm just gonna enjoy what we got here. Anyway, yep. So, yeah, nice to see those little images there. Yeah, the meme of the faces. The meme of the faces is great, though. I really wish it went with Kronk instead of Joe Swanson. I mean, Swanson does have the chin as well, but Kronk was just so much better. No, I know.
Again, is Joe and Kronk's voice actor the same? I think not, but it's hard to tell.
You can always look it up. Meanwhile, we're going to move on to the news. So, a couple of quick things here. Maritime Bay has officially launched. Like we haven't said that already. Be sure to check it out if you haven't had a chance yet, or at least maybe watch a couple of people Let's Playing it, get an idea, and see if you want to try hounding for a sale. Make Your Mark has officially released once again. We already mentioned this. We're mentioning it again. Check it out. We promised no spoilers on the show for at least 2 weeks. Moving on. Maritime Bay Day. The Tell Your Tale episode 11 is released. This one caught me off guard. Not because it released the same day as the special. The problem is that it ties into the special, dealing with events that happened after the special. So this actually, if you're going to try to catch up on Tell Your Tale, it is an official cutoff if you have not watched the Make Your Mark special yet. There's a lot of specialness going on here, isn't there?
Yep. Well, then again, it's on YouTube, so binge.
But yeah, so yeah, this is just a bit of a warning here. If you haven't caught up with Tell Your Tale and Make Your Mark and you wanted to try to binge watch them, again, please, be careful because episode 11 is where they will actually tie it onto Make Your Mark. And it will spoil some things for you. Not a lot, but enough. Now, moving on. We mentioned Second Life before. Who wants to see Second Life again? Because another gallery of pony models has popped up. So we're just going to browse through them a little bit here. Including Shopping Cart Pony. I'm sure this is a Fallout reference. I just don't know it. Alright. And then we got Smock Pony. Bat Pony. We got Irradiated Blindness Pony because my eyes are starting to hurt.
That looked like Scribble if they had a different color. If there was a little bit of change.
Yeah, maybe. Clockwork Pony. Outline Reversed Pony. Eevee Pony. Digital Eevee Pony. Princess Elkweather. Little Pip Redux. Fluffy Unicorn Striped Pony.
That's clearly a Pegasus.
I don't know why I said unicorn. No, I said zebra. Did I say zebra? I meant zebra. Zebra Striped Pony.
That reminds me of llamas with katanas.
A cow. Actually, it is a cow. It's kind of a pony and a cow and a bat. You know what? I have fun with that one. Let's just have fun with that one. Then we have
I want to say Raider. Let's go with Raider for TOS.
No, forget the TOS. I'm going to say that this is somebody's walking wet dream, and I don't know who it would be, but somebody's out there. Moving on. Then we got 80s Pony. Literally 80s Pony. This can be any more 80s if it tried. Then we got Socks. And we got Standard Pegasus.
Oh, that looked like metallic wings. Oh, dear God, the Razor Pony.
Oh, yeah, there's a Kingdom Mark Razor. Okay, Razor Pony. Then we got, armed...
Fallout.
Well, it's probably Fallout, but they're armed to the teeth, so we'll just call them, Self-War Brony. Pony. Then we have, knockoff Stormtrooper. I think it's supposed to be a Fallout reference as well, but yeah, they used the Stormtrooper mask. Tales of a Junkyard Pony Peddler. Cool, thank you, Chaos.
Yep.
Then we have a goat. Then we have Fluffy Socks Pony. Then we have the Eye and Cigarette of Sindar Pony. Then we have Too Cool for Anybody Pony. Then we have a pony with a giant wrench. Then we have a version of the Doctor, I guess. Got the 2D glasses.
Or it's just somebody in a 3D movie.
It looks dapper.
And a basis for what I could be.
We have Sweetie Bot's progeny. Honestly, I do like the designs here. And some of you might be wondering, but Circuit, Second Life is full of very adult places, and I don't want to just fly around willy-nilly with looking for ways to find ponies and talk to people in order to make ponies. But I want to be safe and protected. I don't want to go on the internet and see bad things.
Too late.
I don't know why you're here.
You're getting into.
You're on the internet. I have no idea how you managed to not see any bad things yet. But in that case, we can help you out a little bit. Because their major MLP-themed locations to visit, make friends at, and Second Life has also been released on Equestria Daily. These are Nayberry, which is actually what location I found out about when I was first looking into Second Life and the Brony community a few years ago. So glad to see they're still around. It's a moderately themed area, so there's going to be some slightly more... It's PG-13. So you'll see butts, but you won't see anything but butts, to put it plain.
Also, nice parody of Mayberry.
Yeah. Actually, Kelsey got you there. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of a little Killzone. I just couldn't place that initially. Then you got Trotzdale. It's actually right next to Nayberry, but they're separated, but they're together. Then for those of you who say, Circuit, I'm an adult. I can handle the stuff that Second Life has. No, you can't. That place is scary. There are things you will see that will corrupt you forever. You think the internet is bad? You think Rule 34 is bad? Oh no, they got Rule 34.5. They got things that will make They will make things that will make Suki wonder if he is just too much of a nice guy yeah. Sorry, I had something going there, Suki, and my brain just kind of dropped it.
No, don't worry. Besides, I just look at it and be like, well, that's a thing.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. It'll have things that'll make Suki go, well, that is definitely a thing. There we go. We got Luna's Empire. It has an adult rating, so that means if you go there, you know what you're getting into. Yeah, Day Trot Wasteland, also an adult rating, but it is also kind of a Fallout universe.
Themed.
It's Fallout themed, so you know what you're getting into there. Moonshine Springs, also adult rated. Ponytown general rated. This is where everything is as crystal clean as you are ever going to get it in Second Life. And it actually is, it's basically Ponyville, but in a Second Life kind of thing. So it also might be fun just to check out for that.
I imagine some of Ponydale was used as reference for placing stuff.
Van Hoover! Which actually has an adult rating, oddly enough. But it's there. Kentalot Royal City, which also has apparently a red light district. Okay, go figure. Winnie Hollow University, which... Oh, dear world.
I mean, that's
A
college.
high-end.
Oh, wait, yeah, you know what? You're right. It's college. What are we expecting here?
There's always a lot of experimenting.
Timesville. We're expecting a lightning strike on the clock every week. Sorry, I got a Back to the Future vibe out of this all of a sudden.
And it's moderate, so good enough. But
Yeah.
Whitetail Woods, ooh, you don't want to go to the woods. Mm-mm.
No, it's white emphasis tail Woods. Da 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 da. Tales of Winding Woods.
Oh, that's a thing.
Actually, this looks interesting.
It's interesting, but we cannot show it on stream.
It's not gonna. What? What? No. It's actually a. It looks like it's an RP location, which actually changes based on story elements. So it actually looks like a really interesting RP segment for the people who might be interested in RPing in Second Life. Trot Springs, also moderate, with a wow.
That's a thing.
Let's see. Yeah, huge mansions, common areas, terrifying demon Luna that actually locks her gaze onto your character if you get close enough and fly around her. Red Misery Basin, which is adult, and it's wow. It is literally technical. It is
That is pastel as hell.
Thank you, pastel. But anyway, yeah, it's got a lot of different locations.
Where
both
the Galarian Ponyta and Rare Dashes go to vlog.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of different places to check out depending on your temperament for Second Life. And yeah, I know I've been advertising this a lot. I'm just honestly really surprised how big the community is in Second Life and how amazing these models have been for the pony maker that they have. Which is why I'm emphasizing it. I'm emphasizing it a lot. I know. I'm talking to the audience. I'm not talking to you. Unless you want to be part of the audience. You want to be part of the audience? Oh.
And thus, one more voice joins. The laughter grows louder.
I'm going to go ahead and move on. Them's fighting herds. The herds have apparently expanded. Or are going to. And actually, I'm excited for them. This is really happy. I'm really happy for this. Cause this
Main 6. A underdog story that we all should support.
yeah,
this
but those
is
are
a great game, but the low available roster number is one of the
hold on.
nitpick weaknesses.
I'll get to that.
Not the quality of them, but the quantity of fighters.
I'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Hold on.
Hold on. There's a lot here, so give me a second to unpack everything here, and then we'll go ahead and comment on the content. So, them's fighting herds. This was based off of a game that was the main 6 fighting, that was cease and desisted by Hasbro, that was still continuing to be worked on, that was supported by Lauren Faust with new character designs, that was kickstarted and released onto Steam, which saw slowly gain further life, released in full, shown a new Shanty Goat character, and so far, I even had a chance at being at a great fighting tournament until that got canceled because of really bad behind-the-scenes thing where everybody got out of Dodge because Dodge was on fire. You don't stay around for something like that. Anyway, they have announced that they are going to be getting a console release on everything. PS4, PS5, Xbox, Switch, Steam, Epic, everything. It is going to be on everything and this fall. And not only that, they also announced shortly after this a new season pass, which will introduce 4 new characters, new costumes, and lobby elements.
Ooh.
So yes, the complaints about the small roster are also being quite addressed. Them's fighting herds are becoming a big herd. And honestly, considering that this was a project which, like so many other Brony projects, got cease and desisted, but they still found a way to keep going and make it their own and made it into something amazing like this, I couldn't be more proud.
It's a success
Also the
story
fact
for
that-
the ages.
Oh, they were a combo. Yeah, they were a combo breaker. I heard about that too.
Well, also, here's another thing. This got nominated to EVO twice as Fighting is Magic, and then this. It couldn't go because of BS.
Well, I think the second Evo was the one where literally things caught on fire and they bowed out because everybody else was too.
I understand that, but you know what I mean. That's how many people enjoy and found this awesome.
Yeah. Though the funny thing is, Finding His Magic is also still getting background updates from a different group altogether. They actually recently added Trixie and Derpy into the game, if you know how to get a hold of it. I actually do. I've been updating it a little here and there. I've been meaning to show it on the show. I keep forgetting to.
Well, I say don't overly show it because of...
I will overly show it, but I won't show you where you acquire it.
I know.
Anyway, let's we'll not get into much into Evo and politics here. I'm just happy that Main 6 really came out of the park with this, and just it's become more and more amazing. And best part about this is it has what's it flashback netcoding, is it? Basically, they got the netcoding that fighting game participants want, because it actually helps keep things synced up properly.
They got it.
It keeps things synced up well, so it really plays well. So it actually feels like you're fighting somebody instead of having to either deal with really bad internet connection issues or problems. And it's crossplay. They have announced it will be crossplay, so everybody can play against everybody.
A shame most big companies think they're too good to use the other thing, or just not use it because of money or other issues.
That's not being too good for that. That's literally that's the for the crossplay thing.
Cheap.
That's just
No, I wasn't talking about the
crossplay
crossplay part, but the other part with the netcode. Not late. What did I really mean?
I think it just
not too good.
Proud.
Not
maybe.
thinking more enough about it for their players.
They might just be too proud, or they think that it's only for games that have really bad servers and they're supposed to have really great servers, or maybe they think it opens them up to liabilities or to cheating, or there could be other reasons. I just don't know.
It in-house because
it also it could also just be an in-house thing. Maybe they don't want to pay royalties,
Possibly.
or they want other people to pay them royalties. But that's a whole nother mess.
That's a whole nother
mess. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
By
why I
the way, we
didn't
should
want
really
to
do
get
another
too
than
much into
fighting
it.
his tournament.
We'll probably do something along the lines when they actually gets the console releases going, just to really rub it in for people that want to grab a console release going. But anyway, I'm just excited for this. I really wanted to give that a shout out. Let's go ahead into something else that I'm excited and want to give a shout out about.
I caught that early on this time.
Last week, this happened. This released last week as well. I haven't gotten a copy of it yet, so I can't say much. But Generation 5 Issue 1 officially released on Wednesday. So last week was a week of Pony, the comic, the special, the game, back to back to back. It was honestly amazing.
Flamethrower.
A Pony flamethrower! It shoots rainbow flames! Oh god, I would love to see that. That would be awesome.
New Kentalaw Technologies security and defense weapon.
Security defense, nothing. I would just you just set that up at a convention, charge people $20 to fire it for 5 seconds. They will eat that up just because of rainbow flames. Just make sure you also cordon off the area so they don't end up burning other people, because somebody's going to be dumb and try to do that. Anyway, issue 1 of the My Little Pony Generation 5 comic has released. Of course, you can pick it up physically and digitally. I would honestly love to get the retail incentive cover. Personally, though, I don't mind any of these. The retail incentive, though, and this cover right here, the middle one, I prefer the most. Mostly because it looks like Hitch is about ready to die there. And it looks like Sunny and Zip might be getting a little too close there. I think that's a shipping hint that we probably don't want. Or maybe we do. Who knows? I'm not a shipper.
Alright, second, the only reason you can't really do Rainbow Flames is because it's metallic salt and menthol.
You can't.
It's just a bro hoof.
Let me have my dreams and my fun, damn it. Moving on. And along with that, there has been an extended preview of the G5 comic issue 1. 3 pages to give you, 4 pages, 5 pages, 6, okay, a lot of pages. But there's enough pages to give yourself a good taste of the comic. And yep, I'm already pretty excited just seeing the general artwork and style of the comic. Actually, the characters are a little more expressive. They don't have the kind of frozen face syndrome that we saw with that Anybody Can Learn to Read comic that was haunting me. I mean, look, you can even see Izzy being slightly hurt because she can't fly. She'll probably end up becoming Pinky and start throwing knives up into the sky to bring them down.
Why can't you just lift yourself up with your magic?
Because she's not that smart at the moment.
Well, then it might exhaust her a little bit or something. I mean, I can't say she's not able to because she lifted herself up in a box. But you know, maybe it's just because it might also be just slow go. Oh, she can't move forward and backward. Remember they had to literally tie a rope to her and drag her along?
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
She can levitate, but she cannot move.
Well, at least not a large weight. Anyway, another fun thing about the comic, they released the textless version of the G5 comic #1 cover. The really good one that people love, and honestly, I would love to see a print of this show up somewhere.
Even though I am not getting the comic, that cover is beautiful.
It is amazing.
Honestly, it is by far one of the greatest pieces of artwork we've had so far.
From the fandom or from the comics, official comics, Toa?
I would definitely say from the comics, at least this generation of comics.
Anyway. So, yeah, it looks like Brianna Garcia made the cover, so if you ever see her at a comic convention, try dropping by your booth. Maybe you'll get luck out and she'll have a print of it. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on FanX this year. And finally, who's ready for Christmas again? You know, let's just dive right into this. My Little Pony Merry Christmas, everybody. Sticker book cover and pre-orders and everything. Yep. So, in the retelling of the My Little Pony Winter Wish Day special. Okay, talk about some of the holidays in their own special way. And yeah, this is this is basically the book retelling of what's probably going to be a Netflix special sometime here in the near future for winter and Christmas. Only things I gotta pop up is I don't know what to think about the hat that Zip is wearing, but it is kind of cool to see her mane like that instead of puffed up like a toothpaste tube. And I don't know what Izzy is thinking with having a flower crown as a snow hat. Unless she's literally brain dead and she just can't feel anything.
She's in denial.
Yeah, there you go. If I think it's summer all the time, I won't feel cold.
Hey, mind over matter. It works in a lot of situations.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does work. It really does.
Especially when your life is in danger.
Also, checking on my Discord, so Windy City just uploaded the schedule, and they have a buckball tournament.
Oh yeah, it's Windy City. They had a buckball over at Cider Fest too. Speaking of which, there is one thing that I didn't see here initially, but I really I'm going to mention it right off the bat here real fast. It looks like Windy City for their fundraiser, that the big fundraiser that they're doing, they are okay, I got to go back to it because I forgot who the group is, but it's a good group. It's a nice group. Trevor. They're doing a fundraiser for Trevor. However, they are also splitting the proceeds of it because they're going to be giving to Trevor, and they're also going to be using the fundraiser to try to help pay for the transitional period that they had going from Corgi Entertainments to Worthwhile Events Not for Profit. Because unfortunately, while it was still under Corgi Events, and also while Celestia's Pancake Madness was still going on, expenses were had, very big expenses, and they're still trying to cover it. But they have said that they are just going to take a small portion that's going to be helped towards funding and running Worthwhile Events, because Charlie actually had to take out a personal loan to keep the things going for the time being. So yeah, they're doing their best to. They're going to be using it to help the fundraiser, to help the thing, but they're also going to be giving the majority of the profits and any extra funds that they do get into the Trevor Project. So it's pretty awesome. I understand it, and I like that they're still going to try to fundraise, even though they're having a fundraising issue themselves. That takes a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
All right. Anywho, let's see. I believe that covers it for the news. Hooray! We finally got through the news. And
An hour.
now next, we're gonna go to content creation, which is going to be ridiculously short, and I do have to apologize for that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I slept in today, a good chunk of the day. And then I was going to work on the art piece after I did a little bit of gaming. As I mentioned, I was playing a JRPG. I'm near the end, and unfortunately, I went through like a 2.5-hour segment of nothing but cutscenes and story exposition.
Is this Cole a Trail of Cold Steel?
It is the third one. I'm over 80 hours in this game right now. I could have played 2 or 3 other games to completion than the time I have taken to beat this game, and I still got 1 more left to go. Anyway, it's still fun though. I'm having a blast with it, but so I didn't get a chance to really work on the drawing too much. I did get most of the outline situation. So to prove that I'm slowly dying of allergies, I'm going to sneeze on the microphone.
Is that Cole in the box?
It's Cole under the box, kind of. So my joke was... Alright, so the challenge of the week was treasure hunt. But we also had the protest initiative challenge. With Coal Dust, who might be here, but he's muted.
Cole, I know
I
you're
accidentally misjudged my time, and I thought I had enough time to make a batter and make some bread. So I currently have batter in my hands, but the protest initiative challenge this week is screwdriver.
Sorry, go ahead and get back to your batter, man.
Screwdriver. I have batter in my hands.
Have a good bread, Cole.
Luckily, we still have the episode review before the T-shirt. So yeah, get to your batter, man. Don't worry.
It'll be in the oven by the time we are ready to start that.
Yay! So yeah, the little art you can see here. My whole idea was to have kind of a joke thing where they found a treasure box in the ground. However, it's kind of like a Russian nesting doll treasure box thing going on, where you have a box inside of a box inside of a box inside of a box. This box was covered in screws, different screws, and of course you can see Circuit is about ready to attack it with a screwdriver in his mouth. Coal Dust, unfortunately, when we took out this last box, landed on his hoof, much to his horrible, painful chagrin. I'm actually surprised how well that that screaming face took out. Though I feel like I could have done it better, but I'm still working on it.
No, it's good. It's good.
And the third pony over there that has no discernible defining features, I was going to make that Suki's character.
He's a pony.
You are?
Yes.
Do you know how much hell I went through to get that horn and I didn't have to? Oh my god, that horn! I redrew that horn for 5 minutes.
You know you could have asked me. I probably would have been too tired to just even think anything about it.
Honestly, I should have asked. I really should have. But I thought I knew. Why did I think you were a unicorn?
Well,
so
again,
if it makes it the thing is, Suki would have also been wielding a screwdriver, except this one would have been about the size of a very large anime sword that he's going to be stabbing the box with. Congratulations, Suki. You were lunging with a giant screwdriver. However, as you can see, I didn't have time to finish this. I literally stopped right here 1 hour before the pre-show because I needed to make sure I had a chance to rest up, get some dinner, and get things set up in order to ensure a smooth running of the show. So, Later on this week, I am planning on coming back to this and finishing it up because I at least got most of the basic outline, and now that I know I can remove a horn, I should be able to at least get the character designs up and the coloring and some of the background and stuff. So I'm going to put a lot of more effort into the general area and atmosphere as well with the drawing as well. But yeah, this is what I had in mind. And along with that, Toakoi also gave us something. And I am being very cautious because he gave us a DeviantArt link, and we know DeviantArt is fun. So we just have Screw Hunt. So apparently we found the map, which led us to the House of Screws. And apparently it's not the screws that we would all hope for, because it was just a hardware store. And we found the shopping list.
I had an idea. Because I know the screwdriver is also a Drake, but also just having the front being screw, it'll be a little bit funnier.
Alright. And with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and close out the art program for the time being. And then I'm going to ask all of you, chat room, once again, for the challenge of the week, next week's challenge. As we do every week now, we're grabbing every single suggestion the chat room has, putting them in a big random puller, and then pulling from that random puller. And that will be the challenge for me and anyone else who wants to participate. It's mostly gotten to the point where the art challenge is mostly for my own personal practice, but anybody else is also welcome to join in. So
I'm also there as an alternative and just competitor.
Yeah. So we must ask all chat room once again, what should your prompts be? Anything and everything is accepted as long as it's PG-13. And everybody gets one entry, and we already have lightning.
PG-13, huh? Then the topic should be the one boob shot you get. Actually, is that even the standard anymore for PG-13?
I think the standard for PG-13 is just to have one F word.
I remember that was famously the whole thing with PG-13 is that you basically got one shot of tits.
Yeah, I think they changed that to just a swear word now. I think they actually cranked down on it, which is funny. I mean, you can have all the blood you want, but heaven help you if you try to swear too much or show off things. I could be wrong, though. Prove me wrong.
There's actually a list.
Of what?
PG and PG-13.
Well, yeah, but we're asking, what is allowed in PG-13 before you get the R rating. Convenient censorship. Alright. You got lightning and convenient censorship. Remember, everybody gets an entry. Give chat room a little bit of time to catch up there.
Alright, so far I've seen only 2010 and on this list. And I'm going the earliest I can possibly see.
Okay, so it looks like we just have lightning and convenient censorship. No problem. We'll go ahead and go with that then. And random from 2 entries. Lightning.
Yay! And again, I meant it to be lighting, but lightning,
Oh.
lighting.
Okay, lightning is good too. I thought it was lightning, but
Well, it's spelled the exact same way,
no, it is lighting. I misread it. I'm just gonna go ahead with lightning then.
No,
Yeah,
it's
lightning
fine,
has
it can
an
be
EN.
It does. But we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge, if Coldust is available, or if he's still working on it.
Crimes?
Crimes against humanity.
Crimes.
Crimes.
That's right,
Thank you,
Cole.
Cole.
That's right. Cole is telling you to do crimes.
Yep, everybody, do crimes. We're doing crimes.
Do crimes.
All right.
Do crimes always pay?
Side note. The bread is, or the dough is in the oven.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Ladies
a
and
call. That
gentlemen.
sounds like one of those stupid movie agent call outs. The bread is in the oven. The bread is
You're
in the
right,
oven.
actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bread is in the oven.
I didn't
Go,
get to
go,
to
go,
the
go.
I didn't get to go to the store today, so I figured I'd just make some quick peanut butter bread to just try and
Ooh,
make
that
up for my
would be
lack of
good.
bread. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Also,
it's-
according to IMDb, the last movie that was PG-13 to show the chest was in 2015.
Never mind. I almost feel like we asked what bread is made out of, and somehow we managed to hear about the history of leavened bread, but we didn't get the answer we were asking.
Well, I mean kind of, because it basically lets us know that basically they've, I guess the PG-13 rating has now no longer includes that.
Yeah, or they just don't use it anymore. But I thought it got restricted a lot later than that, or earlier than that. I could be wrong. I know.